Alright then, so we got everything ready and set. Hey there everyone, welcome back to Talk Corner. I'm Crash Asakura, and welcome back to going through the story of Endwalker. As I go and eat my pizza. Pretty good pizza. Alright, enough japery. Alright, then let's continue on with the story. I was saddened to know that I ended my last stream right before I actually unlocked the relic gear for my classes. I am really sad about that. So, even though I love my steampunk gear I have right now, we of course we still need the iconic paladin gear we saw from the Endwalker trailer. So, first and foremost, Crow, what do you have for me? I trust you had a good rest. An envoy of Master Fortunald arrived not too long ago with a message. The Loprits have determined Meteon's location. We've been asked to gather at the Rostra. I'll meet you there along with the others. And Tataru. Speak with Fortunald. Hey. Hey, Dale. Let's see the Rostra. That's a member of my my FC. Just saying hi to him. Into the Rostra we go. And so with my steampunk gear, hopefully I can unlock my relic gear after this. I like to finish the Endwalker with the traditional paladin gear. Hey, Fortunal. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. As you know, the Loprits have deduced the whereabouts of Meteon by the means of a crystal bequeathed to us by Heidelin herself. Your core's location is a place far beyond the moon, in the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, at the edge of creation. A veritable Ultima Thule. Indeed. How then are we to reach it? An excellent question. Lucky for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with its advanced propulsion system, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule, but the myriad of other facilities housed within will greatly impede travel through the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess Aether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. However, if we integrate our Hyper Hopper into your Aether Burner, we should be able to fire things up and jump our way to the ends of the universe in no time. Father, does this mean? Bear in mind, the decision was not made solely at my discretion, but with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loprits' proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. To commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate to the moon and to resettle to another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. In the end, however, the Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Heidelins believed you possess of the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Heidelin's own making. Therefore, if in the 11th hour she would prefer another means by which we may seek salvation, we will be fools to dismiss it out of hand. Indeed, she sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of the star. This is why we have chosen our plan to this is why we have chosen to place our faith in Heidelin. In you, the Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. One of all the people that have labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation, they must be furious. I would not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on the Magna Glacius. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of adamantite go unnoticed. No, the people do not protest. Quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Are the Loprits too willing to abandon the Exodus? Were you not listening to, even when we said that we were born of Heinen's love for Aetherius and his people? If it means their survival, we will do anything to help. And you most certainly had the need of our expertise when you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life, and otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Heinlein chose us to lead the way to Meteon. Why else would she give you the crystal only we can decipher? But more importantly, we were perfectly content and evacuated Theris until you brought us here, Oriangia. And now we're enamored with the place, so what choice do we have but to save it? Of course, none of this is possible without you and the Scions, so I must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Oh, what are you looking at me for? We'll avert the final days, whatever it takes. Very well, we shall form the forum of your decision and begin preparation to bolster the Ark with the, Hyper Hopper. The Loprits will coordinate with the Ilzamar contingent and have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Of course, it will take time until the work is complete. For now, pray, take your ease. But soon there is naught to do but rest and prepare, shall we? Okay. And let's go Vista, look around. To think the forum actually was in a heated debate about this. I mean, it makes sense. It's either you. I mean, what's the word for it? Not a red herring, more like if a new way to save the planet, if a new way from Heinlein herself. Like, Heinlein gave them a plan A, and they're preparing for thousands of years to do plan A. And out of nowhere, these bunch of schmucks came in like, oh hey, Heinlein said there's a plan B. Wanna do plan B instead? I'll be in a heated debate too. That was a case like Heinlein. What the hell? We depart. We must leave and nothing undone. Quite. Though it will be difficult to conceive of how one can best prepare to brave a domain where dynamics governs all. Nevertheless, Heinlein deemed us worthy of the trials that wait. For lack of any other feasible options of this late stage, let us trust in her judgment and face Meteon as we are. Which leaves not so small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and Tataru. If all goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We'll be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it will affect the dynamics for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest and make some most of the time we've been afforded. Hmm? The meeting's over, is it? You were in there for so long, I started to worry. So what did you have to say? It's a creation. I see. Rest assured, everything will remain in order until you return, and you will return. Actually, can I borrow you for a moment? Why? Like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back in the Baldicine Annex, alright? What's this about, Tataru? Come with me to the Agora. I have something to show you. Okay. I can't see what the other classes look like with the steampunk gear. Ooh, can't wait to level up my my crafters after everything's done after everything's said and done. Do 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 do. Come on, load faster, damn it. There we go. What do we have here? What do we have here, Tataru? Ooh, ooh, oh. My relic gear? I'm finally getting my relic gear? Welcome to Taru's boutique. I've always done my best to provide the science with fashionable attire, but in your case specifically, I make an extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothing one can ask. As for, not that I'm playing favorites, but you are the warrior of light. Faced with the unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, and that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. And so, after enlisting the aid of the world's finest artisans, I finally completed my career-defining masterpiece. But then inspiration struck, and I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. With the help of some Thamnarian refugees, I decided to set up shop here in Charlian. Of course, now I would never charge you for any other works. Perish the thought. Master how are things coming along? Ah, everything's in order, Mistress Tataru. We'll be ready to open shortly. Which is why I brought you here, to be our first patron. Would you mind waiting for him for a moment longer? Yes. Tataru's Taro Boutique. From humble beginnings. Tataru. I didn't expect you to find you here. Ah, Mitra. I imagine Nidhana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with their work on the Aetherburner. This simulacrum, too, will stay in Charlian, while I oversee matters in Rasenhan. It is rather convenient means to keep abreast of developments pertaining to the final days, or anything else. It allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Marshan, I was hoping you'd stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me here at the boutique. Please, it is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with a newfound purpose, and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, When they at last return home to Razanhan, the experience and knowledge they have gained in their employ will no doubt prove a boon to the industry and commerce of our land. One moment, one moment. Sorry about that. Science problems again. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in, and to express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well. Believe you me, these artisans have taught me so much about Thumb-Daring craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. Can't wait to see what kind of wonders we come up with. I pray you every success in your endeavors, Mistress Tataru. Before coming here, I had word of the forum's decision, and what will soon be attempted. It was only then I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he encountered had likely been extinguished. In the boundless dark, the light of brimming life must have been blinding in its splendor. You journey unto the heavens to protect that light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail and restore peace and tranquility to the star. Would that Ashwan were alive to see it. I would not see his sacrifice squandered, nor shall I rest until Rastanhan is returned to its former glory. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Very well, and remember, the people of the star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. Sorry, me, everyone. Oh, there goes Varshan, aka Vidra. Where was I going to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Mandolin. Ah, oh boy, whatever are you doing here? A new boutique, you say? I have been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with a little more flair, perhaps befitting a man of my station. Though I have nowhere to flaunt my set railments so long as my confinement continues indefinitely, I, the young Lord Fortom, insist that so long as there's work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlian. Thus do I toil through every fiber of my being rails against it, why I even suffered in the company of that brute Sicard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffer instead of his otherwise welcome absence, now burdened with the extra busy work, and without hot honor rolling here, there is no one to prepare my meals. I came here in the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, the Charlene delicacies I've sampled were lacking in every aspect. Yeah, we tried the Archon loaf. You can find it in all the shops. If a hearty meal is what you're after, that's just the last stand. The cafe over the pier? Over on the pier, the cuisine didn't appear all that appetizing, but if you vouch for the cooking, then perhaps I'll give it a try. Thank you for the decision, and ta-ta for now, old boy. Never change it, Madeline. Never change. Well, well. Is that kitchen in Tataru I spy? Ah, Hancock. Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is just well beyond my purview. But what manner of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not, I will return straightways to Kugane once I have finished. Of course you will find a way to turn this crisis into your advantage. Ah, she wounds me. The industrious woman running a new boutique. I am not blind to the travails of those who fight on the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence that they will succeed, and I will make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, then why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru, fair enough. There's not more I can do to help ready the Ark and our heroes for their main voyage, but on your return I shall host a grand celebration in your honor at the Bakuro Inn. Accommodations are quite costly given the reputation of said establishment, but the East Altonar Trading Company would be honored to foot the bill. I appreciate the gesture, but no thank you. A pity. I'm rather fond of the place myself. Nevertheless, I have no doubt we will find other time and cause for celebration soon enough. Let's speak more upon your return. Lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire. Until next we meet. Oh, Hancock. Ah, decided to spend your time at the markets, did you? Ah, mixed wedge. Tataru! Thanks, wedge. I think it will work on the arc piece of pace. Aye, it does indeed. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Shalian and Ratson Han has been a rewarding experience. And that's to say nothing of what we learned from the labyrinths. The Ark is unlike anything we've ever heard. Had had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero was rendered speechless on more than one occasion. I can't wait for you to see it. And you'd never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Charlian. Alpha! I think he sensed that coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in a time of need, and I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Charlian. Good thing too. I don't know how he does it, but he has a knack for brightening your day just by being there. He does. It's still hard to believe that we have the means to send you off in the great expanse, though. To the farthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the science are the catalyst that sparks the need for these great innovations. To think how much I missed out on. missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. An awful lot of work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cart chocobo. There is that too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you. But no matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. And one filled with even more adventure. When you head back, will you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? Uh, that's very kind of you, Tataru. They'll be glad to hear it. And on that note, Wedge and I should get going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. Go, Wedge. Wedge. Oh, Wedge. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. I don't believe the two of you have been formally introduced. This is Mrs. Vassarud from Palakistan. Haven't we met before? Yes, it was you who helped us at the Aparosa, and again when crossing the ice fields, was it not? I thought we exchanged a little more than glances then, but it was kind of you to remember me. Thanks to Mrs. Tataru and I and many of my friends have found gainful employment in this foreign land. It is only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times we must look to one another for strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home or return to Damdair, but we are here today and we are glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping to make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them and have every confidence they'll keep you safe on the battles to come. Gods, to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the waking sands. From the rising stones to the falling snows, and even certain insufferable someone's ruby bazaar. We were always fortunate to find friends along the way. And when you were swept away to the first, Grahatia was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you all returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. It's been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch often with bated breath as you persevere time and again. For all the joy we shared, there's been much sorrow as well, but I've long since learned you can't have one without the other. Which is why I promised to send you off to see stars with a smile. And you can be certain I'll be the first one to welcome you back on your return. Oh, you will, Tataru. NPC? There you are. In addition to your new ensemble, we have railments and weaponry for every need, so please feel free to browse our stock. obtain job-specific gear from Masaroon. Weapons gear can be kept at level 89. However, all items stats will be switched to item level sync. Reaching level 9 with the corresponding job, these items will no longer be synced. The gear can be dyed by completion of role quest associated with a set job. Yay! Huh. Tank. The Lightbringer. Hero Shield. Merman's Coronet. Merman's Cuirass. Merman's Gauntlets. Merman's Skirt. Merman's Solarets. And look at that. Look at that. Now, I'm ready. I love the hood. What are... Can we... Does the visor emote work on this? I guess not. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait for my ninja outfit as well. I meant all the outfits. Can't wait for all the outfits. Hey, Tato. I realize you still got lots to do before you depart, so I won't keep you any longer. Hope you can find a moment for yourself, and the others can as well. They say they're returning to Mosaic Alex, though I doubt they will stay for long. If I had to go look for them, I suggested was speaking with Crow first. I'm sure they would have to hold their... I'm sure they would told her their plans. I'm gonna put this gear into my retainer, and so I know it's there. But first, get the money out. Put that there, and so I don't accidentally desynthesize it. Also, because I like to have a point of reference, so I can craft it later on. There we go. Now I'm fully complete. Wait, so is this? Item level and attributes are synced to current job level. Advanced building forbidden. Oh. The Baldician Annex. Do I need the crown? It's not really noticeable. No capes? Yes, capes. You're back. I think you received your gift from I think you received your gift from Tataru? It was a surprise long in the making, with many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. Glad to see you realize, and with great success. If you're looking for the others, though, they're already taking their leave. You should let that grand, Uranger. I'm gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alize Grahatia. Meanwhile, thought their time would be better spent pouring or books and Numenon. As for Alphanon and Astidian, well, they elected to pay a visit to the Levier estate, though Astidian seemed somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would be all glad to for company if you might seek them out. You shouldn't be feeling peckish. I suggest heading to the last stand before Ishtola and the others finish eating. But above all else, we'll be forced to run headlong into battle, fatigued mess, so do remember to get a good night's sleep. you think, Red? Water, water, water. Stay hydrated, everyone. Hail hydration. There we go. Ah, I think we get trio or quartet, have you? Please, have a seat. We'll see about getting you a drink.
Your business with Tataru is finished.
Yes, I got a new outfit. Look at that.
My, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Everything.
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
You're nothing left to prove. Not Tureen, Norman Filia.
Is aught the matter?
No, it's nothing. I just... Well, lately I find myself surprised at how much I've changed. How much we've all changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home.
All that food looks so good.
In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust is settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
Retirement. Better to burn out than to fade away.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much will change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to effect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear. What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise.
Oh, Runar.
Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
Aw, dad cred.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, shall we make a toast? To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
Here, here. And these are the science we enjoyed each other with, we talked with, adventured with in A Realm Reborn. From humble beginnings. Stola? Leaving so soon? I suppose it's for the best. If rather not explore the bottom of the bottle with Uriah and Jer, I dare say the others would welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. Alexei and Alphino. Alexei first. And I guess and then tie the bow and put this in a nice neat bow with Alphino. Do. Pudding way! Hey, pudding way! Now we gotta make pudding. She is fast asleep. Bro?
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world.
I like how they got with the sleeping emote rather than having them just, motion capture just asleep on the seat.
There is so much that life has to offer. So much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be...
Well, awake.
Wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Yes.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
I was like, no.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word. I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Just enjoying a little peace and quiet. Oh, Alize. So very tsundere. No, let's speak with Alphano. Hi, Pudding Way. Do they love your estate? Excuse me. Whoa, Estinian. Casual. What? Surely this is the first time you've seen me without my armor? Huh. Hillary, Negimata will for sure love this.
Oh. What brings you here? Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see.
Oh?
My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
That is true.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink.
Lords and ladies.
Fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. It was not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... it was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth.
Nobility.
That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family.
Family. Insert Don Riddle meme.
It's past time we were on our way.
Wait!
Hmm?
Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today. nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit.
That is true.
I am ever grateful.
I suppose I'll have to thank you both as well.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Heidling meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
Hallelujah. I see another vista. And look out. There we go. Oh, this thing, Alex, go! Mojika, I'm back. I got a little lazy. Oh, hold on. I can do that right. I can do that right. Oh, welcome back. Returned to catch a final few weeks before they embarked on your mission, I presume. You happy to know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on the final night before the big day. Do do do. Night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. Oh. Oh, Xenos. Xenos, what are you doing here?
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you?
What was it indeed?
And what was it that you sought in me?
It's somewhere we never actually had, and thus it dawns. A day of reckoning. If you hear voices, don't mind that. That's my family.
often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all. The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel.
Of course.
They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule.
Full party.
Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
Plan A or Plan B?
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words.
Cowbugger is dead.
You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Let's.
Wait!
Hmm?
Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
Tataru. Oh, this brings a tear to my eye. There we go. On to the heavens. I suppose this is where we part ways, for now at least. With that sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart, may the teachings of Galuf Badosian will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. That one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, it will be the things I cherish most in life, things I believe are worth fighting for. It's a thing to consider as you venture out to the sea of stars. Where are we going? Oh. I have a lot of... Okay. And... Boop. I'll put it in. No. Oh, I'll show you once I get there. And of course I wasn't doing nothing on Christmas Day. I was able to finally attune myself to Labyrinthos. So now, all except for our new location, which we want to head towards to, I gained flight. And excuse me, for this flight, it has to be that mount. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Carry on. Go, Arion. To victory. Don't worry, I'm here with my mighty steed. Oh, can I fly in here? Who are you? Alpha! Where? Omega! Bloop bloop. Everyone's here! Graha. Queer.
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship.
New actor.
It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
Just like a pose.
We'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Ah, don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of starfaring vessels. As they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return. So, have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuneau, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
The Heidelin?
From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world, and in so doing, laid down his life.
The Louisois.
Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. The starship
Ragnarok.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Everyone's here! The Beast Tribes! That's all the Beast Tribe leaders!
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
The Primals!
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Oh.
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Lockerids are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment.
I'm sorry, my stupid brain thought they're gonna summon like Ifrit, Titan, Gorilla, just have them cling onto the ship. Okay, enough of that.
Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancient meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
combining the Lockberit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Indeed! Indeed! While Heidelin gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
I guess I was partially right.
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship.
Goodbow!
In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
So we won't gonna have like Ifrit, Gruul, and Titan just cling onto the ship or something.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
All the beast tribes are here.
May we have a moment? In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Oh!
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them. Be safe, all of you, and come back.
Thank you.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Here, take these convenient plot devices.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
By the 12, we will do this. The Ragnarok. What a fitting name. Go. If you come this way, I'll direct you to the bridge. Yes. Slipping away.
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
Peak elegant technology.
It's incredible.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me? The preparations for the summonings are complete.
Oh?
In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
So, are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
It should command the launch. Ragnarok, launch! Engage! We're gonna see from the outside? We're gonna see from the outside? Oh! Ooh, now that's a ship. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So will they all put all the primals inside the storage bin or something? Nope, there's the summonings. Oh, this looks familiar. Look at that. This is 1.0. Look at that. That's not the 1.0 trailer. All the primals. This time they're not evil though. They're actually good.
That I must carry Endwalker into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater indignity.
Do not sound so For thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice. So come, let us revel.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation.
They are powered by the Mother Crystal and nothing else. Pure and free.
I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free.
Can we have all of them speak, please? Nope, just get absorbed into the engine. Great. Warp engines engage! Anyway, I guess that they couldn't get all the Primal's voice actors back. Or at all.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
Sleeping? Oh, awake.
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch. Alright, let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway. From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Heidelin believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't, like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits, and you should as well.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
Stay alive, everyone.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive, and the vessel will shake a good bit. What is this? Something is interfering with the equipment.
Uh-oh.
Greetings.
Meteon.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters? I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris.
So you're not the Meteon we met.
Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost, stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
That was creepy as hell.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end,
Where
those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
Oh yeah, he has no aether to speak of. Everyone okay?
By the Fury. Thancred?
Meteon has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination. This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this. From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
How?
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look. Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship as well as a biological scan.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last.
Oh, that's
at Journey's end.
that's not Evansong, that's Hitlodeus. Hitlodeus was a narrator.
Path walked and history written. I am made keenly aware of one truth.
Oh yeah, never mind, that's Evansong.
Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell. So, let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the
Tale of the Star. Sea of Stars. Ultima Thule.
Is this a dead star?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
Is there a... Why is there... You know what? I'm not gonna question it. 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 Of course. Living way. I can't guarantee you it will be of help in the strange surrounds, but I'm ready at provisions now known in case of emergency. Of course, if you encounter any real danger here, I expect you return to Red Rock at once. Ooh. Wait a minute. Ooh. Oh, hello. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Ooh, I love all that. Of course. Hashtag bow. Samurai blade. Ooh, okay, matchstock rod. Alpha no! A strange new world. We're fortunate this. Oh, headset, please, not too loud. There we go. We're fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely. I suspect given the torpid, stale quality of the air. But never mind that, we must find Thancred. Let's begin our search from the prow of the ship. It seems a good direction as any. Try not to stay too far, lest we lose sight of one another. Wonder. Oh. Still north though. We're going east now instead of north. A lot of these anchors, wow. Lesser Stellar Dragon. Jeez. Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. What's this? Ruins, but of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something that, to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic? An inscription? Anything? Moon structure. The tank pillar has been partially melted, likely sometime in distant past. Damage does not appear to have been affected deliberately. Rather, it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction that often wrought in the heat of battle. Look here. This part is relatively intact. The intricate design at the top just is man-made. Those builders were surely not men as we conceived them. Having said that, I swear I have seen this pattern before. Why are you that far? East. Estidian, why are you this far? I thought this hill might afford a better view of the surroundings. A poor decision in hindsight. Besides, the light for the ship is all shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Northeast. This theme is like so eerie. Were you able to find anything? As I feared, and still no trace of Thancred. There's nothing but emptiness as far as I can see, which unfortunately isn't very far. Though I can't help but suspect that someone or something is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. what to do while I was near that thing. What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Before I jump to any conclusion, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Agreed. We only found only more questions than that when we are desperate in need of answers. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's the starboard we get to explore. Let's try searching there then. A word before I join the others. Very eerie. Oh, an animal minion! Speak with Estinian. The Ragnarok. I'm too far from anything. Don't mind me, la la la. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. As I thought, the presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgard Sommer and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Could these operations be related to the dragons that now live on Etheirys? Bah, better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons and they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder? So I'm not going crazy. Don't see me. Damn it. Hey, it's right. North. Whoa, what the... those... Mist dragons? Ooh, look what there. It's the end of the road as we know it. It's the end of the road as we know it. And I feel fine. Mist dragons.
Dragons? Here?
Oh, you can see them.
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred, where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
Wait, what?
Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words. Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul? In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade.
Oh, this was all him.
Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
Spine shatter dive.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteon holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
A death already. Let's go with the money. There's gotta be more to this. There's got to be more than this. This camera is gone. Soul without body, a form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail, let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm, that we might confront and defeat Meteon. Estilian, Kitchen, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I'll ask the rest of you to survey the surrounds. If there is a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. Very well, we can reconvene here when everyone has finished. Meteon said these dragons are shadows and shade from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they are not like to be amenable with the company, not alone conversation, so please, be careful. Let's split up and gather what knowledge we may. north still. But first and foremost, let me attune myself to that aetherite. That weird looking aetherite. Not here. Oh, Ultimate Thule. Wait, hold on. How much? 1,800? Why is it so cheaper to go to Sharlayan than to go to the moon? I mean, logic dictates that it would be cheaper to go to the moon than to Sharlayan. Oh my god, 2,000? It's good thing I have those Aetherite tickets. Hi, can I talk to you? A visitor, not of the star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame? Oh, how we would adore thee, alas. With time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march unto oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. What was the word again? Like, I forget what the exact word of this though. It's like, not depression, it's... Beyond the distant veil, paradise lost, so glorious, so beautiful. We were proud and noble race, strength embodied, we knew only love before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, no convictions did they have to guide them. A crushing defeat, never we had known such shame. Still now are the winds, though none could feel these wings burdened by ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. I should have forgot the word for it though. It's like there's a word for this. I don't know, the exact word just eludes me. But it's not it's in the same guise as sadness or depression. But it's not exactly it though. Thou wouldst bid me to speak? Folly. I am the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar. Only watch, and wait, and end. But one sight ne'er stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. Knoll, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs, are possessed of the weight of this to describe such tragedy. Go, if that be thy will, I shall remain. Knoll. Yeah, fate. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, you better not have flesh huggers. They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as a source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. It's the hatching ground, or was. I have seen similar on the theories. Midgardsormr's kind must once have lived and thrived in a place such as this. Beatrice said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Oh, a little warbling! Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. Gelatinous half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggests it failed to emerge. Murky liquid has pooled inside this eggshell. Noxious odor is indicative of contamination. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the viscous spire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. Ah. Still a whole one here. This egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonet within succeeded in hatching. What's this? I thought all the eggs have been ruined. If the dragonet was indeed hatched, and there is no sign of it here, or its sire, for that matter, we should look for them. You start with the cliff tops, and I'll search the plains. This is a story of Midgard Swimmer? This place is amazing. So eerie. Hey, wyvern. Like, so creepy and eerie. Hey, who are you? A real dragon. Well, there we go. And now, Unlimited Blade Works. Limited Blade Works! The bolster's howling hath been requited. By thy hand, I presumed. Everything alright? I thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. Ah. I see what happened here. Was that your child? Perhaps. Some eggs within Knoll are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, that beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament of our shame. Right, I'll be back. Sorry about that. I had an important call that came in. Alright. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure. A testament to our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens. Cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. 'Twas a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild, a futile effort. In pure soil replete with aether did we once cultivate our nesting ground, but our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. What few survived to hatch emerged as abominations. We shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash and waste. 'Tis the curse of those who seek life, to be drawn to conflict, to conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now chose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet and merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait, you claim your kind is doomed, but there is another star. This place looks familiar now. If you done the Alliance raid for the Omega Scapes, this is the site, similar site when you fought Midgard Somer in Alphascapes. But with that, we'll leave this mystery. Thank you, Dankred. To a close for now. Anyway, there's a good picture of Estinian, the dragon, and of course my chocobo. And for now, right here. Anyway, you can find me here at twitch.tv/KeshaSakura. Find me on YouTube under Kesha Find me on Twitter under Kishin_Asakura. You like to support my channel and all my endeavors, go ahead and click on my mask. It'll help me so very, very much. And you like the channel what I do, go ahead and please give me a follow. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Peace.